Hey guys, God is not done with you yet. God's not done with you. Tauren Wells came on not too long ago, and I just started bawling. You know, you don't know how some of these worship songs will affect you to the core if we allow God to work through us. Yeah, even whenever you think that you have messed up so bad that He would not want you, no, He wants every part of you. All He asks for is to allow Him to work through you, to come back to Him. If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves, pray, seek my face, and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven, forgive them of their sins, and restore their land. 2 Corinthians 7:14. Christ Glorified Fitness was, Christina ended up getting us to memorize this particular verse. And what God was, saying, notice how I said, seek my face, and then turn from your wicked ways. No, we cannot do this on our own. Yes. Like, we think that we have to have everything figured out, but we do not. Most of the time, actually none of it, we are not the ones that have any sort of, those plans that we think we have. God does not think like that. It says, my thoughts are not your thoughts. My ways are not your ways. We, may not understand why things happen, but God does. All we have to do is spend time with Him and following in His ways. And, there are certain odds against, people we may think, but it is all a part of certain things if we allow it to change us into the best versions of who God has called us to be. Whenever, that last video, kind of tweaking it a little bit, that I got rid of about Turner's having Turner syndrome. 8% of people that have Turner syndrome, actually survive. Jonah's talked about this, they didn't know if he was going to make it, but God has bigger plans for us. And I mean, sometimes things are, unfortunate, but exactly, if we were just walking with Jesus, it just is so much better than if we're trying to do this alone. And, the people around us that are supporting us and us supporting them in this journey, because there are so many things that we all have going on. We don't even realize that the next person is going through the exact same thing. You have Turner's is this, part of it is somewhat of a learning disability. I needed a 504 that is kind of an accommodation to, help when it comes with time. I needed a little extra time. And so that was part of the accommodation. Sitting in front of the classroom, there are certain things we all need. And, sometimes not even using it as a crutch, but if you need it, it is there for you. And so it's crazy because also the fact that, I am not exactly as tall as most people. I'm only 4'11" and a half. But it would have been 4'8" if I didn't have, those growth hormones that I needed to take for 4 years. And, you know, it's crazy because whenever I was younger, and, you know, I was a scared, you know, little girl whenever I was in the doctor's office with my mom, and the first, one of the times, you know, is not always the easiest for them to draw your blood. But then, you know, the more, those 4 years my mom was, you know, the longer we did it, the more it became second nature to me. And now my sister, who is a nurse, ends up, you know, giving me my vitamin B shots for, you know, every month now. And, you know, it takes time, it takes practice. You know, it definitely, the glory of God still even being here with each and every single one of us, and this gift that we have been given each and every single day. And it is so amazing what He has done in each and every single one of our lives. If we would just look and understand that, you know, certain situations may not have been ideal, but it could have been a protection. Sometimes He does try and correct you from doing stuff that is going to hurt you or the next person, or there's just certain things, because on Christ Glorified Fitness, I was, you know, doing the workout, and He's like, I know you can do better than that. And yeah, whenever we are not giving it our all, He lovingly calls you out, and He's like, no, I know what you are capable of with me. Like, absolutely not. And so then you start doing better. Sometimes we don't even think about it, and sometimes it's like, yeah, you were absolutely right. And you have the Bible word puzzle that Janice, again, was the one that kind of really showed us it with the ad for it. I was doing one of these, you know, these different words that were for different Bible, I don't know, parts of the Bible, from Genesis to, you know, Numbers to Deuteronomy. Just any one of them, there's a different words that you can make that kind of help solidify what's going on. But I kept doing the same word a few times because I was still trying to get it. But he's like, this man was, he's like, you do know the definition of insanity, right? And the funny part was just, it comes out of nowhere, but whenever you're drawing closer with him, you know, I think most know the definition of insanity: doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting the same result when it did not work out the first time for you. It did not work out the second time because it wasn't the right answer. And it was just awesome because, you know, it is true. We keep doing the same things over and over and over again, even though we know it is the wrong thing that we should be doing, instead of, you know, spending time with God and allowing Him to work through us. And so He definitely does some of the crazy coolest stuff. If we would take the time to just come back to Him and, you know, then being able to change our ways, being able to do all of these things that He has called us to do. We are all still, you know, working on this. I know I'm still working on this, but doing better on taking those risks for Him. And so it's been absolutely amazing. Hopefully this helps people. Please get into your word each and every single day, first and foremost. And then, you know, it's absolutely amazing. Like the video, like, comment, subscribe, leave it for me, guys. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video.